Alright, hello all you crazy people out there, this is Dragonite, and welcome back to another Pokemon Generation 6 online multiplayer competitive whatever battle. So this one is going to be against Jenny, and Jenny is going to send out Stolos, which I have no idea what that means. I assume it's like German or something. And I'm going to use Prima, who is probably one of the last Pokemon I would want to have going up against an Aggron. I think actually, now that you've Mega Evolved into Mega Aggron, I can do a little bit more damage with Prima, because you're just Steel type, you're not Rock and Steel type. But anyway, I'm going to go and switch out, and the amount of HP that U-turn did was just hilariously low. And in is going to come Mona, who is this? Oh yeah, you're the Ninetales. And the Ninetales is going to set up the Drought, so I'm attempting to go with apparently the rather uncommon Weather team in Generation 6. Stolos is going to send out Stealth Rocks, which is not really what I want to have when I have Fire types and Flying types and stuff on the field. But anyway, that is a flamethrower, which is super effective, and it burns this thing, which really works out in my favor, because you go and use Earthquake, and the Earthquake probably would have stung, it definitely would have stung a lot more than it actually did, had you not been burned, and doing half damage with your physical attacks. Anyway, Leftovers is going to restore a little bit of my HP, and the Leftovers seem a lot more useful when I took like half health damage instead of almost full health damage from that Earthquake. Anyway, switching back out into Prima, and hoping that you're going to go and use another Earthquake, but instead you decide to use Toxic, which I am perfectly okay with, because, well, Swellow wants Toxic to activate the Guts ability. Anyway, so it's basically just activating the Toxic Orb like half a turn earlier than it otherwise would have been. Stolos goes down, and that is one massive wall out of the way, although the rest of this battle is definitely not going to be a cakewalk. I'm going to go and use Facade, knowing that Cloyster has, like, absurdly high defenses. Cloyster is going to go and use Shell Smash, and this is scary. I do not like fighting Cloysters who have used Shell Smash, especially if they have something like a White Herb, but even if they don't have something like a White Herb, it's still rather scary, because your offense is being doubled with decent offensive typing of Water and Ice, and your physical defense is still, like, really not too bad at all, really, even at like -1 stages, because Cloyster is just that physically defensive. Anyway, this is a Quagsire, and Quagsire has gone and is taken 5 Icicle Spears to the face, and Quagsire is going down. I switched into Quagsire because I figured that I could like survive a couple of those, but apparently not. Anyway, the sun goes down. Polyphemus comes in, who is hopefully able to survive one of those also, but you never know. I'm exerting my pressure, although that doesn't really matter at this point, because this isn't like Fire Blast or anything. We're specifically trying to stall Fire Blast. Anyway, I was trying to get off like a burn or something like that, or a pain split, or I don't know, I was trying to do something. But that never happened, because, again, I took more damage from that Icicle Spear than I was expecting to. Anyway, so here comes Plan C for taking down this Cloyster, and that includes re-summoning Drought, and you're going to use Icicle Spear. That's probably pretty easily going to take down this thing, because I'm only at like a third of my HP. That is 2 hits, that has taken you down, that didn't even require all 5. By the way, in case you're not familiar, Cloyster has a Skill Link ability, which means that multi-hit moves are always going to hit like the maximum number of turns. Like Icicle Spear, I want to say like Rock Bullet, whatever that move is called. Anyway, so in comes Leafeon, and Leafeon does have a speed boost in the sun, which is very convenient, because that means I finally have something that can outspeed a Cloyster and use Leaf Blade and take it down. I took a little bit of damage there from, I think that was Stealth Rocks, and I got a little bit of it back from that HP, which is pretty cool. Anyway, Substitute is going to be dropped. I'm trying to set up something so that I can spam Last Resort, although I think Last Resort and Leaf Blade are going to be doing about the same amount of damage to neutral targets. Anyway, you're going to be spamming Curse, and let's see, I'm going to be restoring some HP with Leftovers. This is scary, because, again, Snorlax that, like, plus Curses is inherently scary. Anyway, there goes a Swords Dance, so my attack is at +2, and there goes another Curse, so your attack defense is at +2/+2, and that's not really where I want to see this battle going. Let's see, some more HP recovery from Leftovers. I think this is back to where I was when I first switched into the Stealth Rocks, maybe a little bit less. At this point, anyway, I'm going to be using Leaf Blade, even though I think I can use Last Resort or Return or whatever my alternate move is. because Leaf Blade has an increased critical hit ratio, and I'm hoping to get one. Anyway, Snorlax goes and uses Body Slam on the Leafeon. The sunlight has faded, although it doesn't really matter because I don't need sunlight to outspeed a Snorlax. Let's see, so we're going to be getting some HP back to leftovers, and you're going to be getting some HP back to leftovers. I feel like I've been fighting a lot of Snorlax with leftovers recently, because I've narrated a whole batch of competitive battles today, and it seems like a lot of them feature Snorlax with leftovers. Anyway, you're going to use Return, and Return is going to bring me all the way down to 2 HP, which is not really where I want to be with this Leafeon. The leftovers recovery has really come in handy here. If there wasn't for that, I certainly would have died. And again, the leftovers recovery giving me a little bit of HP and bringing me... Yeah, the leftovers recovery giving me a little bit more HP, and words bringing me a little bit further away from, like, dying. Anyway, whatever I just said, ignore it. I don't know what I just said. Snorlax used Rest, which is upsetting. I don't know exactly how much HP it survived with, I never asked, but that wasn't a whole lot of HP that it survived with. I'm still hoping for a critical hit, and I'm still not getting one. I want to say I would be doing twice as much damage times, like, 1.5, whatever it is. I would be doing 3 times as much damage with a critical hit, because it would slice through the curses, and I'm just not getting one. Very annoying. Anyway, so, fortunately for me, Snorlax is basically just wasting time with those, sleep talks, not getting anything especially useful. There goes another Leaf Blade. I want to say this is, what, 4? And still no critical hit? I know I can't count on one, like, happening, but it really would be nice. Anyway, Sleep Talk is going to go and summon Return, which is the move that I was hoping it wouldn't summon, and that goes and takes down the Leafeon. Oh well. Hopefully I'll come up with other ways to counter the Snorlax, although, it's not looking too good right now because Leafeon just went down. Anyway, so, Scotty the Zoroark comes in. No, Scotty the Zoroark. I don't know why I said either of those, but anyway, that is a Typhlosion going and using Focus Blast, and going and using Rest again, so you can see where this battle is going. This is very annoying, Jenny. I really wish you didn't do this. So anyway, I want you to pay attention to how many times Focus Blast hits and doesn't hit. It's over 2 right now. And I don't think I actually PP maxed this thing, so I still only have 5 power points, so I have 3 uses left, and 2 of them have just missed and not done anything at all. Sleep Talk there summoned Rest again, which is good for me because it ended up not doing anything. Focus Blast finally hits, does about half his HP. You're fast asleep. You're going to be using Sleep Talk again, no doubt. I have no idea exactly what you're going to be using. That is another curse. Perfect. So if I can just land another Focus Blast, that would be nice, because Focus Blast is special and not physical, and would not really care anything about those curses. Anyway, so you're going to get a little bit of HP back from leftovers. I'm going to go and use Focus Blast again. It's going to hit this time, so it's 2 for 4 now. And its accuracy, by the way, oh wow, that actually took it down. I don't remember that Focus Blast taking it down. This is one of the rare battles in the set that wasn't recorded like a year ago, so I kind of have a memory of this happening. Anyway, so you went and used High Jump Kick, and I avoided the attack, which is pretty cool. And there goes the 5th Focus Blast, and you avoided that attack too. So, that's the grand score, the grand total is like 2 for 5 on Focus Blast, and it supposedly has 70% accuracy. Thanks, game. Anyway, Prima's gonna come in, and Prima is going to outspeed this Mr. Yeah, whatever that is. I can't see the text because the letters are too small. And, anyway, so you're gonna go down, and that's going to be, I believe this is your last Pokemon as well. Unless you have, like, 2 Pokemon left. I don't know, counting is hard. You're going to go and send out Sayana, whatever, and somehow or another, I actually asked after this battle, and Espeon has 350 speed, Swella has 349. So I lost that matchup by 1 point of speed, which is unfortunate. Anyway, that was a good game. It came down to 1 versus 2, I think. I do have a couple more battles against Jenny, some opportunities for a rematch, but for now, my name is Dragonite. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.